Good evening, everyone. This is Geek Posium. My name is Darren, so I'm HentaiKick.com. It's Wednesday, which means, of course, I'm here with my lovely co-host, Shep.
Sup?
And it's a video game heavy week. I thought summertime was the lull of video games.
I thought so too, and then all this news broke.
I don't know what's going on. So there's a lot of stuff going on.
It's 4th of July week. People are getting ready for the ramp up for Christmas.
I usually don't see that till August, not July. That's a little early.
Well, Christmas in July is like when they fire up the factories and shit for Christmas stuff.
All right, that makes sense. Lots of stuff going on this week. But mostly I've just been trying to stay out of regular news because it just looks something like this.
The Soviet Union will be pleased to offer amnesty to your wayward vassal.
The Soviet Union? I thought you guys broke up.
Yes, that's what we wanted you to think.
They're getting the band back together.
Yeah, it's not been a good week for news.
It's not been a good week for anything that isn't political news. Jesus Christ. But it has been an interesting overall week. Anime Expo either happened this weekend or last weekend. I don't remember.
Last weekend.
Yeah. But everyone had a great time, apparently, to the point where the fire marshal had to say, no one else gets in. Stop it.
I didn't see that.
There were pictures. I thought I shared them with you, but I guess I shared them with the Hentai Cake group, where it was just a sea of people, and I went, "Oh, look, it's New York Comic Con." It's just people up against each other. Just yep, all right.
I've wanted to go to AX, but I also don't, and that's why I don't.
Because so as someone who's been there, let me tell you right now, the Expo Center area is beautiful. The problem is the line to get in is 2 blocks away. And once you get 2 blocks away, you have homeless people everywhere, and it's the ghetto.
So it's near Skid Row.
Yes. It's no good. It's no good.
Oh boy.
So and this has been an ongoing problem for Anime Expo for years. And so people are like, how could people have known that they're going to have this many people? I go, you could understand that when you said no masks, people went, oh.
Yeah.
And then they went, no masks. And then they went, are you really going to enforce it now?
Are you really going to enforce it?
And the answer was no, because people were like on the con floor without masks doing interviews. No one gave a fuck. No one cares. No one cares. You hear me, Otakon? No one cares.
No one cares.
No one cares. We are like, I went into a hospital recently to pick up medication for an old person in my building, and them having masks, I understand. I get it. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Hospital. But then, like, I went to the grocery store and like no one has on a mask except for like one scared old guy. I went, cool. You do your thing, buddy.
You do your thing.
But I'm not wearing one because I'm just here to get milk.
Pretty much. It's interesting being in DC at the moment because I'll go most people don't care, but I'll go to a 7-Eleven and someone will be wearing a mask.
It's like, what's up?
Like, okay.
All right, then.
You do you.
You do you. Speaking of weird things, so apparently the critics are bombing the new Thor movie. They say it's slapsticky and not very heroic and reminds them of old DC movies and not like the Marvel MCU.
The MCU has always been a little bit slapsticky.
They're saying it's like Batman and Robin.
That actually makes me want to see it.
See, I also enjoyed Batman and Robin. Everyone's like, it's so cheesy and terrible. I go, that's what makes it good.
Good, yeah.
Okay,
there is a spot for slapstick. That's part of the reason why everybody liked Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yes. Well, Thor Ragnarok tries to be a little more like Guardians of the Galaxy and a little less like Thor. And that's fine. I mean, the third Thor movie was kind of slapsticky, which was good.
Yeah. Thor's kind of a weird spot because character-wise, because in the comics he speaks in iambic pentameter.
but he's also really funny in the
Yeah,
fact that he doesn't understand things.
Yeah, because he's not of this world. That's what makes the character go. He's straddling the line between the slapstick funny side of the universe, and the serious.
Exactly.
If you want, if you want serious and depression, go read Iron Man.
All right. Well, now that we've gotten and talked into comics, let's talk about our very first story of the day, which is comic related and is my wheelhouse. My wheelhouse.
Why? What's the point of Comic-Con if one of the big two is not going to be there?
Warner Brothers has said, "F you, we are not paying for this $25,000 booth setup for San Diego Comic Con." Now, is it actually $25,000? I don't know, but it is an expensive booth setup. I will say that right now. Just the booth rental area alone is expensive. So while Marvel and Image may have like a booth setup, there will be no booths set up for San Diego Comic Con for DC. What's funny is they have like 5 panels there. So I don't know what Jim Lee is going to do with his stuff between panels, but there we are.
He might have his own booth.
No. No. If he might have like a artist alley spot, but I don't think he'll have like a full-on booth. Those things, again, you're talking about $5-6 grand easy.
Oh, yeah. Then I forgot comic book artists don't make a whole lot.
I understand he's like producer and like important editor type thing right now, but that's 5-6 grand.
Yeah.
It's not. I wouldn't spend 5-6 grand for a weekend.
This isn't the 90s.
No one is there to buy your comic books, unfortunately. Yeah. Everyone's there to see what's going to happen with the next entertainment series. And let's be honest here, San Diego Comic-Con, New York Comic-Con, it's not about comics anymore. It's about the cool new entertainment movie things going on.
Which is kind of saddening, but that's what happened when everything went. Entertainment decided to take stories from comic books.
It would have bothered me a lot less if comic book creators stopped trying to make comics into movies.
That also.
Like that was a huge deal. It became very preachy. It became, hey, check out this thing. Wouldn't this be a great movie? I go, not really. No, the story's kind of boring and your artwork's everywhere. Wouldn't it make a good movie? I said what I said, damn it.
Yeah.
I said what I said, damn it. This is why I'm not allowed at New York Comic Con.
I've learned that some stories fit their genre. I mean, some stories fit their medium a lot more and get worse when you adapt them.
Yes. Spawn is a good, thing there. The Spawn HBO cartoon thing was fine. Can you give me 1 second? Apparently, I need to go and deal with something.
Yeah. Okay, I'm flying solo. So yeah. So DC Comics isn't on the Comic-Con floor. That, as Darren said, Comic-Cons are now about entertainment, but it's still like, isn't there some sort of negotiation? That's kind of why this entire thing exists here. That's the you have Comic-Con in the name. At this point, we might as well start calling these Comic-Cons something else.
All right, I am back. Sorry about that. The dog was dying.
Literally?
No, it was just. I'm like, give me 1 second. I need to see if the dog's dead. No.
Well, if it's making noise, it's not dead. But
I know, but it's like crying, like someone's beating it. And I walk outside, like, what's up? He's just lying there in the grass, like, really?
Just howling because he can.
I guess. He's howling because the neighbors are barbecuing and they're not giving him anything. But he won't go inside the house, so it's like, just
okay.
All right, there we are. All right, so
try to be trying to sound sad and look sad so he gets something.
Yeah, but it doesn't really work when you're lying around in the dirt, wagging your tail. Anyway,
anyways,
so New York Comic Con, San Diego Comic Con. These Comic Cons are no longer comic book convention type things. If you're looking for comic book conventions, small Comic Cons are your best bet for comics. You won't get any big name comic artists there, but you'll get people who care about their work and their craft and are there to go and sell you their book.
Yeah.
Large things like this, I'll be honest with you, this is a lot like corporate media. The corporate comic book companies, they're dying, and the people who own them are looking to get rid of them. Look at you, Warner Brothers. Like, I'm not paying 20 grand for this fucking booth setup. F this.
Didn't they also get rid of the offices for DC Comics and move,
A couple of them in like the most expensive cities,
and then move to make them smaller and move to a hot desk setup?
Mm-hmm. Exactly. And you know why? No, there was no need. There was no need. Especially after COVID, I've watched them really like just start plucking people away after COVID. Like, oh no, we can't get any of the work done. We'll have to fire all these people who make a lot of money because they've been here for a long time. So, you know.
Yeah, it's weird. A lot of companies are like, oh, we have all this dead weight we can get rid of. Other companies are demanding people come back into the office because we have all this office space. We need to use it.
It depends on what you do and whether or not the company actually likes your work and whether or not you are integral to the work. To the work. As I'm still getting text messages from my old job.
Still?
It's not my effing problem.
Anyways,
how do you feel about Warner Brothers just being like, DC, I don't care about you?
DC, pains me to say it, but DC's been not just a dying company, but a dead company for some time.
They held off from the woke stuff for a good long while, and then they couldn't hold off anymore because the people to work with who were experienced, the cheaper versions were all woke people, so they were kind of stuck with it. And they're like, well, I guess we're doing this. Fuck.
Well, yeah, mainstream comics has been kind of dead, unfortunately,
for 7 years.
Yeah. And Warner has a lot of dead weight in its portfolio right now.
I'm still waiting for Rooster Teeth to end up. Listen, I'm just saying they literally gave a company away, or 75% of a company away. If they give away Rooster Teeth, I'm putting my name in there like, mine. Buying it. Mine. How much you want? I'll give you $5.
Speaking of Rooster Teeth, I've watched most of Ice Queendom today. I mean, like the last 10 minutes of it.
Good.
The first three episodes are packaged together, and I'm in the last 10 minutes of that combined episode.
You know, I believe you were complaining because there was no yellow trailer.
Yeah, it's like it makes sense that it's Weiss's story. Like Ice Queendom, it's obviously Weiss's story, and what I think they're setting up is interesting. I didn't expect the body horror in Ruby, at least not early season Ruby.
Okay.
Without getting too spoilery, like they're going a different direction than this series, and I kind of like it. But at the same time, I want, like, in my heart of hearts, I wanted the well executed anime version of Monty Ohm's sleep deprived vision.
Yeah,
and this isn't exactly that. It's hits a lot of the same. It's close, but they're going a different direction, and I like it, but it's not what I wanted.
Yeah. Did you get to I forget, it was the first 3 episodes have the battle with the big raven? I forget, can't remember.
You mean the during initiation?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. That fight scene in anime form, I'm like, this isn't as good, but it's anime form, so I can deal.
Yeah, I can deal with it. Like there are individual scenes in that are effing amazing.
Yes.
And then there's a lot of it that's also Monty Ohm did this better, but you have to grade it on a little bit of a curve because Monty Ohm was the fight man. Before he did he was hired because he did Haloid.
Exactly. Let's okay. What's next on our docket before we get stuck on this?
Oh, Facebook's warning users to not search for loli.
Do you hear that, ladies? You aren't a real woman unless you have big fat titties. If you are small chested, I'm sorry, you are a child, according to Facebook.
Oh Lord.
I love this because, like, I was saying this to you earlier that anything left wing eventually just becomes hardcore authoritarian right wing by the end.
Yeah, like communist regimes.
Communist regimes, always, always. Like it just is. I don't understand why lowly. Like some people just like lowly characters. I like lowly characters. I think they are adorable.
Yeah, there's like Altina in Trails of Cold Steel 3. She's adorable.
Absolutely. The text that anime, the girl who sings the shark song while she's
Oh,
like walking down the line. It's a show about her dad making her food.
oh.
Like that's like the whole show is about like a single father making food and like this teenager helps.
Wait. There's like 3 or 4 anime about that.
Not Spy X War or Spy X Family.
No, that's not what I was thinking of.
Okay.
The one I was thinking of was the Yakuza Dad show.
Oh, I forgot about that one. Yeah, no, this is like a normal like like a normal like day job office worker.
Okay.
Like he has like a elementary school daughter, and she like there's a scene where she's walking down the road or down the street on down the little white line. She's like shark goo.
Okay.
Anyway, it's one of my it's an adorable scene, and like I play that when I'm like annoyed and bored. I'm like I need something to like get me out of bed. Same shark. Same shark. Okay, yep. All right. I'm going. I'm getting up. Come on. If the little lowly girl can sing about watching out for sharks, I can get out of bed. So Facebook is saying you can't say lowly.
Yeah, it even throws this warning.
Child sexual abuse is illegal. I can understand if the word porn was involved in there. You're like lowly porn. Okay. All right. Lowly. You can't say lowly. Really?
Yeah.
What am I gonna do? My favorite character in Gate is the lowly gothic girl.
Not for me. She goes a little too far onto like the sexualization of Lonely Side.
See, but you know she's an older woman. All boobs are boobs. As long as they're 18.
I'm not gonna say anything because anything I could say could get me in trouble.
Okay, ethics board.
Like it's like, oh, I'm free. Like I'm free. I don't work for the man anymore. Oh, ethics boards.
I have no ethics. Take that board. All right.
Oh boy.
So Facebook overreaching. Facebook's also apparently. I watched Russell Brand. Surprise! I watched left wing commentary. So
Oh boy.
oh boy, but he was saying he was like talking about how Facebook
Is he
apparently
even left wing anymore?
yes, he's very anti-corporation. He wants no war. He wants socialized healthcare.
He kind of gets roped into like even though he's stayed still, the left has gone so far that he's now centrist.
I am a centrist. Okay, don't you?
He's left of you.
He's left of me. He's left of Tim Pool. Okay, he's anyway. So, but he was talking about how Facebook also was banning a bunch of left wing accounts because of Roe v. Wade and stuff like that. And I go, well,
Well, these are the rules you wanted to play by.
these were the rules, and they're doing it because remember
people losing their goddamn mind and making threats.
Actually, no, because people were trying to get abortion pills.
Oh,
And in some states that Facebook operates out of, those pills are illegal. So they're like,
Yeah.
we can't have this up. Like, why not? These right-wing states say that this is illegal. These red states say no.
These are the rules you wanted to play by.
You wanted to play by these rules. You wanted to play by these rules. Now, granted, I can talk about how to ship weed all day, no issues. But libertarian Facebook's a trip. But
I'm not a part of libertarian Facebook. I'm
no,
too busy
you are
on.
not.
I'm too busy on anime libertarian Twitter.
I try to stay off of there. It's got too much gun girls. Yeah, exactly.
It's always fun to see a girls frontline fan account interact with metal singers.
But the point of this being that Facebook is just making arbitrary rules now. They're like, no, this is bad. This is fine. This is bad. This is fine. And it's now hitting left-wing people, and they're shocked and surprised. And I go, listen, these were the rules you wanted to play by. You don't get to complain now that you're losing.
Yeah, now that the rules are applying to you, you don't get to complain.
Yeah, I'm sorry. All right, you can come over to my side and say we should get rid of everything, and just have whatever's illegal is illegal and be done with it. Free speech, yay! Or you can continue to complain and want only one side to be smashed.
Sooner or later, if you only want one side smashed, you find yourself on the wrong side.
You know it.
Because everyone no two people are the same. Everyone's going to disagree on something.
This is true. And let me tell you, Dave Rubin makes Truth Social sound great. So I'm just like, Like, do I really want to move my stuff there? Not really, because I can't
Not
post
really.
most of the pictures I post on Twitter. Because Twitter will let me put on full on fucking midget porn. But it's true, and you know it.
It's unfortunately true, or fortunately, depending on your point of view.
Yes. And remember, if you order a midget, it costs $100 more for the booking fee. Don't ask me how I know that. All right. I may have set up a few bachelor's parties in my day. But so this is just an ongoing thing. Facebook continues to be a piece of shit. But please follow my new hentai gaming channel on Facebook.
On Facebook.
It's the only place I can stream right now.
Hey, you're not the one who decided to get banned and monetized in the same week on Twitch.
I'm finally a right-wing radicalization funnel. It finally happened.
That was hilarious. I'm banned. How did I get monetized?
I'm looking. I'm like, do. Congratulations on our new ad system. Our new what now?
What?
Our new what now? I'm sorry. Did I miss something? I'm banned, aren't I? Still banned. I'm not allowed to stream for the next 2 weeks, and I'm monetized.
Wait, you got a month ban?
Yeah. Well, apparently they don't like dicks.
Oh yeah, you said.
Not my fault. Not my fault. Not my fault.
Oh Lord. Anyways, moving on.
Let's just let's go to our next thing. Video game news, because we got a ton of it.
Mega Man Battle Network Legacy Collection announced for the Switch.
This is every Mega Man Battle Network game in one package. I am excited for this. Like this is almost as good as the Mega Man X games, unless you get like the special one that gives you both X, like X and X2 together, where you get like I think it's like 5 games per thing. But this one you get every single Mega Man Network battle game together in one single playthrough. So I can finally have the entire story and have it in order.
Wait,
'Cause-
it says 2 volumes. Are
Yeah,
they just
if you-
internally separated?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, because even they can't fit that many games into one cartridge.
Okay. Cool.
So
But you can just sit there and play it, or you can download it and just boom.
yeah, I'm pretty sure it'll be like I bought the Mega Man X full collection series. So I got the Mega Man X collection, the Mega Man X2 collection. So I got 5 games per thing.
Nice.
So I still have to go and beat Mega Man X2. But I beat an X3 because I did it out of order because I'm an asshole. But I'm excited for this. This is what I like. My Switch getting more ridiculous shit.
The Switch is literally the best platform right now.
It just has the most amount of stuff that I want to play. In fact, when we finish, if you want to go and download AI the Somnium files for less than $10, today's the last day. It's on sale.
I'm good.
All right. Is this because I showed you the finale
No.
ending with the dance scene? Did you even click it?
No.
You should click
I'm debating
it.
on getting it. I'm debating on getting it on Steam so I can download patches for it.
Well, today's the last day for again the sale.
Yeah, I'm debating, but I just dropped $100 for
Then never mind. Then you can wait until the next time it's on sale.
probably.
I know I bring this up because AI the Somnium Files Nirvana, which is the second game in the series, came out recently. I think in June or May, and that's been getting a lot of traction in the visual novel scene. For the people who don't play visual novels, to play visual novels and jack off. So it's if you're looking for another Necopera, it's not that.
It's not that.
It's not that. It is a murder mystery style game.
Yeah, I'm thinking strongly about it, but I haven't decided yet.
Yeah, it's an interesting game, and you go into people's dream states to uncover their hidden memories and stuff. It's really interesting. And then apparently, because you have this ability, it runs on the multiverse series. So like the very first time I played, I was heading towards what I thought was the true ending. Not the true ending. The everyone dies ending. But it wouldn't let me go any further. I'm like you have to go and play other branches. Go, okay, well, I'll do different things differently this time. Went this way. Okay, cool. And I got all the way to the end of one branch and went, that was the dumbest thing I've ever done. And I didn't save the girl at the end. It was stupid. I'm like, I did like 5 dance routines. Why? For what reason? And then
Anime. That's why.
yeah. And then I played again, and I'm like, oh, this time only 2 people died, and 1 girl's in a coma. All right. Played a third time, and now everyone's in a coma. Fuck it.
Back to Mega Man. For whatever reason, I just never got into the games.
The original games or the Battle Network games?
Yes.
Really? Because like the original, okay, I know the original Mega Man games are annoying. They're hard to play. They were.
I think that's why, because I would play them at a friend's house, and I would just end up chucking his NES controller across, or Super Nintendo controller across the room.
If you had problems playing 3, Super Mario Brothers 3, you would not be able to play most Mega Man games. Mega Man games were very highly twitchy. You had to have perfect symmetry very often. Very often you were hanging on by 1 pixel to make a jump.
There's video evidence of me not getting past the first Goomba in Super Mario World, and that's the easy one.
No, actually, Super Mario 2 is the easy one. At least to get through to the first stage, the first level. I think 1 has weird pitfalls.
Not Super Mario Bros. Super Mario World.
What's the difference?
That's the Super Nintendo one. That's easy mode.
Oh dear God! What is? Wait, the left path or the right path?
I believe right path.
Okay, the right path is stage 2. It's still easy, but what the fuck?
I can find it, but
Anyway,
yeah, it was. Luke did me no favors when he uploaded that to our ancient 10-year-old YouTube channel because we he he did some mocking edits.
remind me not to what's it called? Ask you to do retro gaming.
I don't do retro gaming. I like retro games. I'm not good at them. I don't do it. I know I suck at them.
I'm not good at retro. Excuse me. I'm not good at retro games that are not Zelda. If it's Zelda, for some reason, everything clicks.
I'm actually pretty decent at retro Pokemon. Like I don't know it in and out, but I can muddle my way through.
Well, Pokemon was a fairly easy
Turn
game.
based.
Yeah, but so Mega
Like
Man.
I'm good. Like my happy place is turn based RPGs. I
Well,
like action. I like action RPGs because as a kid I played a lot of shooters.
So,
But my modern happy place is turn based RPGs.
how do I explain Battle Network to you? So, Mega Man Battle Network was an action RPG game, but you moved on a grid square.
Okay.
So, it was
So it was like top down Zelda, but with like more RPG elements.
3/4, and you had like
Isometric.
yeah, but
Okay.
yeah. So it was an interesting overall thing, and you kind of moved around. You dodged things. You could use different abilities. I believe there was a card system or a chip system, so it was kind of like playing Kingdom Hearts Memories, whatever,
Okay.
but not as annoying with the movement and the cards and shit. So it was an easier version of that. So this had an interesting overall thing. Again, this was I don't know if it was based off of the anime or if the anime came afterwards, but the overall story is that Mega Man's an AI program that you kind of use to help fix your house and stuff.
Okay.
And you use it to battle in special duel things, which is like it's their esports. So like you got your Mega Man guy and he battles things, but there's also like evil AI programs trying to go and overthrow the government and stuff like that. So
Okay.
it's an interesting overall thing. Again, this is kind of grid square isometric action RPG. Would highly suggest playing. It's a fun overall thing. I would suggest you play it when I get it. Just ask me for the cartridge. I'll hand it off to you. You can play it for a little bit
At some con.
at whatever con we're at together.
Right next.
Probably Katsucon. Maybe
East.
maybe East. We'll see what happens there. I need to figure out my East room pretty soon.
Yeah.
Probably after Otakon, because I need to. Everyone needs to figure out what the fuck they're doing in a month. So
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out stuff for Matsuri. So
I understand. I also am making clips. Next story.
PlayStation Store quietly removes game from PS Plus Extra catalog.
I don't know what happened here. Like
It removed Evil Genius 2 World Domination, which had previously been featured.
yeah, it was PS Plus. It was part of the game catalog for their new Plus game catalog system, and I don't know if the publishers asked for them to pull it or something else.
They did it without any prior notice.
Yeah, so like if you downloaded it, congrats, you have it until it checks for the licensing.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I don't know. Like, and I was expecting the story to update at some point in time, telling us if the publisher got it or whatever, but nothing has been updated.
Nothing has been updated.
I have I saw this, I'm like, let me go give this to you now. It'll update later, and we'll have the information. Nothing got updated. Just Evil Genius 2 got removed, and we don't know why.
That's weird. Maybe miscommunication between Sony and the publisher.
Possibly. It could be something else. I couldn't tell you. If it was, Sony owes them money. Yep. All right. What's next?
EA gets destroyed by gamers for posting an anti single player games tweet.
So do you know the current meme? She's
She's
a 10, but
but
yeah, well, they tried doing the same thing, and they're like, he's a 10, but he only plays single player games, and I went, oh no, EA, don't,
oh, no, don't.
don't.
Some of us really like single player only games.
Okay, you know what's absolutely maddening right now?
What?
There's this the current PS Plus free game is something called Man from Medan, and it's a horror mystery game, but it's only co-op.
Bullshit.
I'm like, oh yeah, another murder mystery. I can go like stream this later, and only co-op. I'm sorry, what?
Bullshit.
You have to play with at least one other person. I'm like, this is some bullshit. I don't want to do a visual novel with my friend. Okay, I played Deco Parrot too much. I can't play visual novels with someone else. I just can't. It might get awkward.
Yeah, let's not look at my playtime in Steam of Aokana.
All of my clips from AI Somnium files is me hitting on the big boobed receptionist. That's all it is. It's just like, and clip that, and clip that, and clip that, and I'm like, why do I keep doing this? Oh, I want to rub them. What? Your circular, swollen. Oh, my shoulders. Yeah, they really hurt lately. I go. Anyway, so EA, unfortunately, in their infinite wisdom and their ability to screw up every single multiplayer game they've made in the last 7 years.
That sounds about right.
Last 7 years, decided to go and shit on single player games. Even though the single player games are the only things that I enjoy playing.
They even buy functioning multiplayer games and manage to fuck them. I was just watching a Super GT video on the new F1 game. And the entire video is just, oh, the physics are bad. I'm crashing into things. Why did this person stopped right in front of me? So I crashed into him, and I'm the one who gets the penalty. Oh, now I've been DQ'd from the race because someone stopped in front of me again, and I got another penalty. This is a guy who's got licenses to race real race cars.
Oh dear Lord! See, EA doesn't know what they're doing with games, which is funny because aren't they also in the middle of making another the second part of that Star Wars Dark Souls game?
They're in the middle of that. They're also like that was their last good game, and that was single player.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're working on that. What else?
Don't they have the rights to Mass Effect? Or am I thinking? Or is that
BioWare is owned by EA. So
that's what I thought.
They're making Mass Effect 2, which is a single player game. What else? They've had to add career modes, single player career modes to FIFA, or it's gonna be FC Club because they're in a tiff with FIFA, but they had to add a single player mode to FIFA, and then they had to add a single player mode to Madden.
Yeah, because let's be
people
honest
want that. Because everyone saw how great the career mode in NBA 2K is,
and people would rather make a character and watch them grow and play through than they would do anything else. And I don't know what EA's boner is with multiplayer, but it hasn't worked out for them, especially since what state
they want
it?
It's
I think it's Hampshire is putting in. New Hampshire and Spain are both putting in new loot box rules.
It's the loot boxes. That's why they're going after multiplayer, and they've made so much money over the years with Madden cards and Ultimate Team.
Well,
in various games, and that's what they're going after.
Well, let me ask you a question. How much money did you spend on Trails of Cold Steel 3 add-ons?
I got it on sale, so like $10.
Yeah. So
don't ask me about 4. 4, that was a C note. But that was because there was like $300 worth. It's like, well, I need that. I need that. It's like it's on sale.
Do you really need all those palms?
No,
No.
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 That was the only way to get some of the stuff. And if you use the shining palm drops too early, they're not effective because then it slows down your leveling dramatically,
Yes.
and you find yourself under level.
What you want to do is you want to wait until you are with your shining palms. You want to wait until you're about 30, and then start using them.
That's what I did.
Yeah, that's the.
And then you can do them again once you're New Game
But-
Plus immediately because you're already beating everything.
Yeah, but and here's the thing. I talk about this because Trails of Cold Steel is a one-player RPG, and I have spent a good $20-$30 on just random costume things. I think they're cute and like
you can still make money off DLC in
a
people will
single-player
buy
game.
stupid DLC, and this is all stuff that doesn't affect the core gameplay.
Tales. The Tales series has done this.
Neptunia
has done this. The Trail series does this. Who else does that? If Final Fantasy VII remake let me make Tifa's big boobs bigger for like $20, I'd do it. Give me DOA booby physics on that game. I'll drop a fucking C note.
Like, there's ways to make money that don't exploit your players.
I know, like it, but EA
without getting into the Skinner box.
Yeah.
I mean, JRPGs are inherently a Skinner box, but they're not a Skinner box that takes your money.
No.
They're a Skinner box that makes you play the game, but you've already paid for the core game.
I have the whole game right there. Great.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So EA got ratioed horribly. People made fun of them for an entire day, and they deserved it. Next.
Oh yeah, 13's getting remade again.
Yeah. My answer to that is just the Chiron. So 13 was a good game.
It was a unique game.
It was okay. For its time, it was an interesting, good game. It was unique and it was out there. Then they had a remake done in I think the mid to early 2000s.
Yes.
Something like that. And it was terrible.
It was that remake was terrible, and then the 2020 remake was horrific.
And they're trying again.
Like, if they can do some sort of remaster of the original 2003, that would be good. And just like, this is a remaster. It's going to be clunky as shit because it's a 2003 game. Here you go.
I can understand when something is remastered and it's clunky. I get it. I understand.
I
mean, it makes sense to me.
You should see me cussing, trying to relive my childhood playing Jedi Knight 2, Jedi Outcast. I mean, like what even is this? What do you mean I have to find keys?
Oh, that reminds me that the KOTOR 2 patch is out. So I can play again.
You can play KOTOR 2 again.
Yeah.
Or I was thinking, because I'm going to have a solid 4-hour flight down to Texas.
Okay.
Thankfully, it's direct flight, first class.
Rub it in.
But I have a solid 4-hour direct flight to Texas, to Dallas for seeing Scandal and then going to Matsuri. I was thinking about getting KOTOR 2 for Switch, but I don't trust it.
Now you can.
It's like, or do I just want to deal with my fat ass and like do a bunch of jank shit so I can just play it on my computer?
That's on you.
Or continue playing Trails of Cold Steel. I'll probably be on 4 by then.
You'll probably be on 4 by then.
Maybe not. I got a paper to write. And I'll also be there's New Game Plus is required for 3.
Is it? I forget.
Yes, the ending changes. You don't get Rain dies and self-sacrifice at the end of in the normal ending of 3.
That's right. I forget. Which is why I was very confused when they're like, and 4 comes out in 2 years. I go, I'm sorry, what? Why does 4 come out in 2 years? What did I miss? And then like my brain was like, wait. He's just like his dad.
On a side note, so far all of like starting like towards the end of 1, but like all through 2 and all the in 3 right now, it's like Reen's life is getting into a fight too big for him. And then him about to do something self-sacrificing to save the world. And then that won't be necessary. And then someone from a previous Trails game, or some other character comes in, is the big damn hero.
Yep. Every damn time.
It's like, no wonder he doesn't learn to stop be self-sacrificing. He has no there are no consequences.
Yeah. There are no negative aspects. There's only been one negative aspect. That's been, maybe I should be a dog of the military. No. But so 13 remake, we'll see what happens there. Next.
Mass Effect Legendary Edition and 30 PC games will be free on Amazon Prime, including Jedi Knight, Jedi Academy, which is a decent game.
They are free currently. Go get them if you got them. If you are a Prime member, go nuts.
Grid Legends. That sounds. This looks like a bunch of EA games because Grid
are all EA games.
Grid was the road racing companion to Dirt.
In fact, I'm almost certain these are all EA games that are single player.
Yes. Grid's multiplayer. There's a single player part of it, but it's a multiplayer focus.
See, this is
because it's sim racing.
Yeah. So if you guys want, you can get yourself. If you were waiting to get Mass Effect Legendary, you can do it now. If you've already gotten it on something else, you can get it again. So that'll be like the 5th time you've bought Mass Effect.
I do recommend because I was talking about Jedi Knight 2 Jedi Outcast. Its sequel, Jedi Academy, is also damn good.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're the best. I recommend playing both Jedi Knight 2 Jedi Outcast and Jedi Knight Jedi Academy as like proto like everyone focuses on the lightsaber combat, and Jedi Knight and Jedi Academy and Jedi Knight 2 Jedi Outcast have the best lightsaber combat of any of the Star Wars games.
If you say so.
Still.
If you say so.
Still.
Force Unleashed.
Anyways. I recommend playing them as like they're built on a first-person shooter engine, and play them as proto BioShock.
Yeah,
they're like, you can see the roots of BioShock in these games, but no one played them that way because they said, "Ooh, lightsaber." No, play them like proto BioShock. Pull out the guns, go ham, and then choke a bitch with the Force.
Pretty much. Which is why I much prefer Star Wars: The Force Unleashed, because go pull out the lightsaber, go ham, throw a motherfucker into a motherfucker.
I think part of my problem is I played Force Unleashed on Wii, so I was doing.
It was on Wii.
There were 3 different versions of Force Unleashed, all with a different story.
No, there
like they all hit the same. They all hit the same general story points, but they all had different missions and their own story.
Oh Lord, is this why it's so hard to get that damn game?
Yes.
All right.
Because what version do you release?
The PlayStation 1.
Oh, do you do the Xbox version? Do you do the Wii version? The Wii version should have been a release game for the fucking Wii, but
All right, next.
Instead, we got Red Steel.
Next.
Oh, speaking of trails, Kurono Kiseki 2, Trails to Black 2, is coming out, and characters are returning, including
Toa's
Toa.
back. I wonder if her ass has gotten even fatter in this thing. So
I know. Like the first thing I noticed was her chest was flatter, but that's cut of the uniform. And the second thing I noticed was her ass got fat. Baby
Like,
got back.
I'm sitting there. I'm like, Toa was wearing a skirt before, but you couldn't really see her butt. But now she's wearing a pencil skirt, and that ass is out there.
Yeah,
And I
he's got curves out there.
I'm sitting there taking screenshots and sending them to you. Like, look at this. Look at this.
It's like I've been playing this game for 20 hours already. I know.
It's because I was like, okay, I'm finally on 3. Let me go ahead and deal with this. And I go, wait a minute. And the next thing I notice is like Ash having out a freaking bikini magazine in front. I'm like, really, dude? Screenshot. Look, you can if you don't have to talk to him. Just go over him. Screenshot. Look at this. Look at the detail.
Yeah.
But the new Trail series is coming to America.
Yeah, hopefully they bring out the first Kuro first, so people can play it and transfer their saves to Kuro 2.
I believe that one's supposed to come out before this one, or it's already come out. I have to go and double check.
Kuro's not out in the States yet.
There are a ton of Trails games coming out this summer, and it's hard for me to keep track of all of them.
So Trails to Zero's coming out.
I think next month.
Next month.
And then after that is Trails to Azure, which is the
Trails to Azure.
ending part of
the
Crossbell arc.
And that, okay, for new Trails players, because I had to figure this out because the game doesn't fucking tell you.
It goes Trails to the Sky.
Trails to the Sky, which is in Liberal. And that kind of sets up the universe. And it's the first time you see the core conflict between both Ouroboros and all our heroes, and between Olivier and Osborne.
Yes. And then you have
Trails to Zero, which is the first of the Crossbell games.
And so you're now in Crossbell, which is a small
independent city
state that is being ruled under 2 different governments that are kind of working together. Calvard and
Arabonia.
And so the 2 of them are ruling over this one city-state. The city-state's trying to be kind of independent while working underneath these 2 different things.
It's what's the little, it's not Monaco, the little city-state between France and Spain. That's both.
Starts with an M. Can't remember.
Yeah, it's not Moldova. It's not Monaco. Anyway. So it's that, except richer because trading hub. Mm-hmm. And you play those games. You play as sort of a cop, but sort of a bracer. Which bracer is what you played in the first game, where you're just general. If you don't know what a bracer is, they're kind of like a huntsman in Ruby.
Yeah, they are your catch-all people who help deal with monsters and any major issues in town.
But you play as a cop version of that because and you work with bracers because police force is corrupt, but they want to improve their relations with the community.
Yep.
So you're fighting corruption in the police force. You're fighting crime, but you're also getting cats out of trees and that sort of thing.
Exactly.
That starts to overlap with Trails of Cold Steel, which is the most animeist JRPG to ever anime.
Yes, it is. And the very first 2, it's every single anime trope ever.
Yeah.
And
the end of the Trails to Azure overlaps with the beginning of Trails of Cold Steel.
Yep.
And bleeds into Trails of Cold Steel 3. Like a lot of Trails of Cold Steel 3 is dealing with what happened in Trails to Azure.
Yep.
as the main character of Trails of Cold Steel, but you have Trails to Azure characters keep popping up, and Trails from the Sky characters keep popping up.
Yes, because
And
the Trails games all bleed into each other.
yeah,
Because again, this is just Osborne versus Olivier, the ongoing gaming series.
yeah. Trails to and then you have well, Kuro's the newest game, but you have Trails to Every, which is kind of like Osborne's beaten, but there's it leaves the world in a complete shit show, and it's
there's a power vacuum, and they have
and it's Reen, the main
Lloyd.
character of Trails of Cold Steel, the main character of Trails to Azure and Trails from Zero, and a third character from Trails of Cold Steel, working together to fix things. And that sets up Kuro, which is in Calvert.
So you're now in a whole new area, and Calvert is the eastern, like, Japanesey style.
It's Japan, but it's desert. It's Japan, but it's turning into the Mideast.
Yes. So I'm gonna be happy when I have a reason to have a katana for once, because I'm just like, why does he have?
Why does Reed have a katana? Oh, he was trained by someone from Calvert.
And like, okay, why does Lloyd have fucking Tonfa? Well, Calvert's right there.
Calvert's right there.
Why is it in Liberal the strongest guy has a katana? Well, he was trained by the Eastern Sword Master. Blah 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 blah.
The same one who trained Reed.
Okay, I get it, Japan. I get it. Your weapons are strong. Moving on.
Where's that gif of I think it was like War Thunder or back when World of Warplanes was a thing, of the Zero cutting the wigs off of PBY. It's like wigs with steel folded 1,000 times like katana. Filthy guys should go home.
Next article.
GTA 4 and Red Dead Redemption are getting
Are not getting remasters.
blah 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 are not getting remasters anymore.
You know what? Good. Let's be honest here. The Rockstar has proven they can't do remasters with their GTA collection trilogy.
Yeah.
So good. Don't touch it.
Unless they can farm it out. Don't touch it.
And let's be honest here, they haven't done anything. They did announce GTA 6 finally. And I was like, cool. Where are we? Looks like Cleveland.
Shut your horror mouth about North.
It looked like Cleveland. I'm like, oh, it's a city, but it's kind of suburbish looking, and it doesn't look like California. And there's
it looks like the Midwest.
Cleveland. It's Cleveland. They put this one in Cleveland. It could be Chicago. It's definitely not Chicago. It's definitely not Chicago.
Could be Indianapolis.
Possibly. I haven't been to Indianapolis.
It's probably Cleveland.
Probably Cleveland. Anyway.
It could be Akron.
Akron's
kind of Cleveland bleeding into something else.
Anyway.
Literally, they're right next door.
Anyway, GTA 4 and Red Dead Redemption. My overall feeling for this is very simple. You screwed up the last time you tried doing a remake, and you're deciding maybe I should pull back. This is a smart move to save your brand. It's not a smart move financially because you've already put in this money and effort. But let's be honest here. I'd rather you not destroy your brand. Look at you, EA.
You might want to wait. They might want to wait about 5 years, see where technology is, and then maybe come out, maybe try a remaster then.
Or hey, just re-release it on the same old consoles that we have now. It's a possibility.
Well, that would require Red Dead Redemption. I don't remember if it was originally a PC game. I know it was a console game, but I'm not sure if it was ever released on PC.
I believe it was released on PC.
And GTA 4 was shit on modern computers.
Ooh, I've tried. Maybe they should just hold off.
I've tried running it, and it I missed GTA 4 completely because I had a computer that wasn't good enough to run it. And then eventually was able to get a good gaming PC, and it was too old by that point. It just
All right.
didn't like the new hardware.
There you are. All right, next.
Lollipop Chainsaw Remake has been officially announced.
If they give me my booby physics and my ditzy blonde cheerleader killing zombies while making erotic poses, that's all I need in this game. I don't care if the storyline makes sense. Last storyline didn't make sense. Oh no, the cute guy I like is dead, but I have his head. I'll reanimate it. I'm sorry, what?
Wait, I knew this game existed, but I didn't realize it was a Suda 7 game.
Yes.
Now I'm interested because I was a fan of No More Heroes.
This is very much it's No More Heroes with tits and ass.
I need this now.
Yeah, it was a super fun game. You don't go into this game kind of like trying to take it seriously, because it's not a serious game. You're literally a cheerleader who has been trained to kill off zombies using a chainsaw that you kind of use like a sword.
This sounds like the Suda 7 game.
Yes, like it is. Like you don't walk into this thing serious. It's a fun game. It's interesting. You just we get pretty girls in pigtails and cheerleader outfits. What more do I want in life? Lolies. I want to be able to search lolies and watch their adorable dances on Facebook. Curse you, Facebook!
Oh boy. Does it do any? Does it have like a weird plot that makes no sense?
Yes.
Okay, so it is a Suda 7 game.
It's a Suda 7 game.
It's like, do I get the weird shit that hurts my brain like you do in Killer 7?
Again, her boyfriend gets bit by a zombie, and so to save his life, she cuts off his head and then reanimates the head. And then
that sounds like a Suda game.
I
said Suda 7. I meant Suda 51.
And then
Goichi.
And then she carries it around like a purse. Anyway, moving on. Next article.
Last article. Overwatch is becoming unplayable because they want you to play Overwatch 2.
Now, to be fair, it's been unplayable for years. But
well, yes.
I'm banned from Overwatch.
Why are you banned from Overwatch?
I might have done my my Iraq yell while playing the guy who used nothing but bombs. Apparently, it's culturally insensitive to go Allahu Akbar.
You know what else is culturally insensitive, Blizzard? StarCraft.
This is because of the Koreans.
No. How many times do I see the stars and bars throughout the human campaign in the original StarCraft? I was a little salty when they removed them too, because they're called the fucking Terran Confederacy. They're supposed to be the bad guys, you morons.
But you're showing off the thing. They're the bad guys. It's kind of like when people keep trying to tell me that the humans are the good guys in Warhammer 40k. I go, listen, there are no good guys in Warhammer 40k. There are no good
guys in 40k. The only good guy in StarCraft is Raynor. And he's getting pushed to the edge, and he's already getting pushed to the edge in 1, and he probably is now a bad guy in 2 because he's been pushed over the edge.
Yeah, there you go.
He's the only one who he's the only one I trust in the entire StarCraft universe, and he's getting beat down by that universe.
Oh yeah, it's very 40k-ish. Anyway, so
that's because Warcraft is Warhammer, but they couldn't get the license. So StarCraft is very 40k inspired because they just said, "Oh, we'll just do the 40k version of Warcraft."
There you go. Anyway, so Overwatch 2 is going to make it so that you can only play Overwatch. Overwatch doesn't have a single player game at all. It was multiplayer only. One of the reasons why I hated it. But whenever they did like a special like PvE thing, it was great. It was super fun. I loved it. But it is multiplayer only, and I went, okay, this is great. I don't have that many friends.
Yeah.
And getting people as an adult, getting people to play with me all the damn time is difficult.
Yeah, especially because everyone's got shit to do.
And if this is team based for like progressing up the ranking, you need to have a good team. This ain't gonna work.
And that's why, like, when I would jump on live for Halo, it's what did I play most of the time on Halo? Griffball, because it's not serious.
Mm-hmm.
Not just people hitting people with hammers, and none of that shit matters.
Exactly. And to be honest, I mean, if I can't progress with a bunch of randos, what's the point?
Yeah.
So now this game, Overwatch 2 is coming out, and I don't care. Like, I'll be honest with you, the only thing I cared about here was the fact that Overwatch 1 was dying, and that Blizzard has said that they are not going to continue allowing Overwatch 1 to exist because they want you to buy Overwatch 2.
Well, 2 is free to play now.
No, I'm not. Is it though? Or is it pay to win?
It's pay to win.
There you go. I mean, Fortnite is free to play,
but it's pay to win.
Not really. You get a bunch of skins and crap. It doesn't really matter.
Wow.
And Modern Warfare is pay to win because you buy yourself a gun and it looks great. By the way, Modern Warfare 2. Did I tell you this, by the way, with Modern Warfare 2?
No.
So Modern Warfare 2 is going to have a Legacy Edition where you can bring over all your old guns from Modern Warfare 1 over instead of losing all your progress.
But you got to buy that edition of the game.
You got to buy that like special add-on, which I think is like $30-$40. And I'm like, I might. I just might. Because I really don't want to I put in a lot of time and effort in my shotgun.
This is why I don't play shooters anymore.
Because it's all pay to win.
That's why I haven't I've wanted to play the new Halo, but it's just like I've got that vibe from it, and it's like
if
I'll just go if I want to play a shooter, I'll just fire up Reach.
Like I'll tell people very often, play Modern Warfare if you want, but realize that you aren't going to get all of the levels and stuff unless you buy the full game. I went, that's fine, that's okay. Like if I want team deathmatch, I have to buy the full game. I went, well, that's fine because it's on sale. I'll buy it for $10. That's what I waited for.
Yeah.
And then I bought it. I'm like, okay, cool. And it was like, would you like to buy this gun? I'm good.
Has Cold War finally come down in price?
I haven't. As far as I know, everyone has stopped playing Cold War.
I don't care about multiplayer. I want to play single player. I want to see fucking Reagan doing Reagan things.
I will have to go.
I want to live my right. I want to live my right wing fantasy. Damn it.
Reagan has remained president for 34 terms.
Except that would be bad because he'd ban our guns. Because he got shot.
Read my lips. Tear down this wall, Mr. Gorbachev.
No, read my lips is Bush Senior.
Listen, I don't even care anymore. Okay, I before my time, I was born when Reagan was president, but I was not even functionally aware of him existing. By the time I realized who the president was, it was Bush Senior. I went, okay, cool. Read my lips. No more new taxes. And I went, and even I was like, that sounds like a lie.
It was a lie.
Like as a 4-year-old, that sounds like a lie. He's lying, Daddy.
Before you know it, gas tax.
And then Clinton came in and go, well, I will make it easier for us to deal with not indentured workers. Something with an I workers. It was for Mexican people who came across the border to work on plantations,
guest
and farms
workers
and stuff. Yes. And then he got rid of that, made it harder to do. And I went, this motherfucker. Anyway,
And then
the
Bush,
little bit
Bush,
of knowledge I have involving politicians and doing what they say is the one person who's done that so far has been Trump. Fuck. And then Biden.
holy crap! The used car salesman gave us what he did. It wasn't necessarily good, but he kept most of his words.
The only thing I didn't get out of him was him releasing the Stormy Daniels sex tape. He said he was going to do it, and then he didn't do it. It was a quick slip of the tongue. I'm like, and then nothing.
Something to look forward to in 2024.
The Trump Stormy Daniels sex tape. That's not. All right. Okay.
Anyways, before we get canceled.
What are you talking about? Get canned? I'm banned and monetized on Switch. I've reached the level of right-wing radicalization funnel. All right. I'm up there with Jordan Peterson and Ben Shapiro now. Eat your hearts out.
In our defense, I mean, not in our defense, but
in my defense, I did not realize my character's dick was out.
what I'm saying is, in a way, we've kind of reached that. I've been swatted. You're banned and monetized on Twitch. We've made it.
We've made it. Oh Lord! The funny part was I was banned first, and then I was monetized.
And then you were monetized.
And I was like, wait one goddamn minute. I'm almost certain it was because I was uploading videos from YouTube onto that. I'm like, sure, whatever. I'll put these up. Not YouTube, Facebook to that. And apparently the video editor was like, oh yeah, you're getting more people looking at your stuff. I go, why?
Why?
For what reason? Haven't gotten banned from Facebook yet. Yet. I'm sure the word lowly is like the big no word.
Yeah, that's coming.
That's coming next.
Anyways,
it is 3 weeks. 1, 2, 3 more weeks until Matsuri and Otakon.
Holy shit.
I don't know about you. I'm not ready.
I'm not ready.
I have to build 2 panels left still. I've gotten 2 done. I've got 2 left to do.
I don't have to build panels. I still don't know I still don't know if Neil's coming with me.
I'd come, but I have a
you have prior commitments.
I have a prior commitment of a con that same week. And I have 4 panels to do. Thank God it's only 4. Because it's just me and Mike for this con. And I'm like, I really need to get a 4th member, and I want a girl. And then I need a girl with good goblin energy who can talk memes so that she can do my anime podcast host is a Fed. We'll have her own Coco, whatever.
As a Coco?
Yeah. Fucking stream style thing, but it'll be based. Very based.
And
based on what? I don't know. Based on obvious beamery and ridiculousness. But it is. So you don't know if he's even coming?
I don't know if he's even coming.
What's your plan?
He had things lined up, but one of his trades wasn't. He had things lined up, but one of his trades wasn't canceled. I mean, wasn't approved. Excuse me. Which his employers wonder why they're losing people.
If you don't let me take a vacation on occasion, I'll go crazy.
Yeah. Like they didn't approve his vacation, so he's been trying to get shift trade so he can go on vacation. He's got more than enough.
Still there?
I'm here. You froze.
Okay. That was weird.
Anyways,
All right. Well, that sucks. I am doing 4 panels. Harems Equal Harm, which is our harem anime suggestion panel. So if you come in early, there will not be boobs. But by the middle, there will be boobs.
there will be boobs.
By the middle, we ramp up. The guy who makes it ramps up slowly. While if you're coming to censorship in anime, I promise you, almost pornography, very first thing. I'm opening up hard.
Right
Not
out
the right
the
word
gate.
to use. Not the right word to use.
You're going hard in the paint.
I'm going hard in the paint. Hard in the pink in the very first move.
Excuse me.
And then I'm gonna
I said paint, not pink.
I'm gonna some backdoor in.
Oh,
some
you're
90s
also going
some
hard
90s
in the
stuff.
pink.
I'm gonna backdoor in some 90s stuff, and then we're gonna continue.
I have 2 panels. The first one is at 7:30 in room 340, and it's Liberty or Death. He'll get us in the American Revolution.
You know what? What I don't have?
What?
Times.
My second panel is on Saturday at 8:30, and it's military anime. Or I didn't know blatant propaganda could be this cute. Also in room 340.
There you go.
I've had times. They have the schedule out.
I don't have that.
They have the official schedule out.
I don't even have that.
And loving every minute of it.
You know what's actually terrifying? I still have 3 panels I haven't heard about, and I'm like, but I'm pretty sure we're done sending me shit because I've already gotten my Otakon comp stuff.
Your badges.
Yeah, so I'm like, I'm good. I'm good there. So I'm assuming my other ones aren't in, or if they are, they're waitlisted. And if they're waitlisted, I'm probably not. I'm gonna just give you an old one. I'm not gonna make a new one because you waited till like a week prior. You're getting the old shit. But so I've got those 2 are 18 plus ones, and then for stuff that anyone can go to, bring your kids, possibly. We've got Rules to Live By, the anime survival guide, which is how to survive in anime.
That's usually good.
It's my first time doing that with him, so and he's remaking it, so everything I know about the last one, out the door. So I'll pick it up as we go. And we're doing Just Say It Already, which is our longest running panel, our romantic comedy suggestion panel, where I will sit there and explain to you why your romance coupling is wrong. Why did you do this anime?
That's probably one of your most entertaining panels, but it's also one of the most frustrating.
Listen,
the entire time, just all these couples
suck.
Fuck already.
Anyway, so that is my big thing for the weekend. I'm gonna be working on those panels. I should have them done by the end. I should have them finished by the end of the weekend. Then I will be tweaking them for the rest of the month.
Yeah, I probably need to go back and do some tweaks, but stuff's in a good spot where it's presentable. So
yep, and I am almost to the point of having the 3 walkthrough done. The 1 walkthrough, I will figure that shit out after I get all of it uploaded to YouTube, and then I'm gonna edit them using the YouTube feature, so then I can get to the point where I can actually talk, because they're too long for me to just use my video editor.
It crashes your computer.
It sits there loading the file forever, and then just refuses. I'm like, come on, file, you can do it.
You can do it.
You can do it. Come on, file, load, please load. It can't take more than 2 hours of video at a time.
Oof.
Is an issue.
Oof.
So this has been the Geek Posium. We will see you guys again next week. Hopefully we'll have something besides video game news.
Yeah, something other than video game news.
Well, the new season of every anime started this week. I just haven't had a chance to actually look at them, so we'll actually do that next week.
Yeah.
I'm hoping. And remember, no matter how bad things get, no matter how terrible things are. I'm monetized on Twitch, so.
Throw your hands in the air if you's a true player. I love it when you call me Big Papa. To the honeys getting money playing.